Hi friends, I hope you're all having a wonderful week and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we are going to be working on this little apartment in my Midnight in Delso Valley apartment complex. And this one is going to be for what I am calling a work from home witch. So it's a spellcaster that makes potions and spells and maybe does a little bit of writing about the kind of magic that they use to teach people. And they also have a jewelry making setup from the new pack, and they use that to also make some money. So I hope that you will like this concept and the way it comes out. I will say that the kitchen, we do end up changing the colors of the stove and the sink and the fridge and changing the wallpaper. So you'll see that in the screenshots, but it's not reflected in the build. When I went to take screenshots, I realized that the white swatches did not make any sense with the kind of color scheme we ended up going with. So I changed those and changed the wallpaper in here and in the bathroom. But just the tile wallpaper. So you'll see that reflected in the screenshots, but not in the build. And yeah, I hope that you will like this one. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And yeah, so this is going to be the fourth episode of the Midnight in Delso Valley Apartments, and I really am really enjoying this. Is it the fourth episode? Or is it the third? It might be the third. I don't really remember. But I really wanted to do a apartment here with all of the stuff from the new stuff pack, the Crystal Creation stuff pack. And so that's what we went with. That was the kind of idea here, was work from home witch using as many of the new things as possible. We do not end up using the new couch in this build, but I think that's okay. Just didn't fit in here. The vibes are like the size I needed. So we end up going with, I think, the paranormal couch. And we kind of get some fun colors in here. Most of it is like, it's mixed wood tones and then kind of like purplies. But the rugs that we end up using kind of bring in more fun colors, but it's really just the rugs that do so. Like there's mostly purples and like this kind of ready tone-ish, and a lot of bookshelves and lots of crystals we end up grabbing from I'm sorry for the intense movements. I was all over the place trying to figure things out. But we end up grabbing so many crystals from Debug and putting them all over this apartment. They are everywhere. They're everywhere. I love it. It's so cool. And now that they have a purpose more than just collecting, I think that it's so fun to just put them everywhere. But we end up using, like I said, this paranormal couch, and then this chair is from high school years, and it had a little bit of that purple, and I thought it kind of like brought in a little bit more of the modern feel that we get from the exterior of this build. So we have the modern in the windows, and so I thought it brought in a little bit of the modern touch. Here is that rug. We do end up using the pink and purple one, and I know that it's a little out there to the color scheme of this build, but I thought it was really cute and really pretty, and the purple matched really well. And I just wanted to have fun in this apartment and kind of bring in different colors. We built this kind of not built in, but like this really cute little like shelf under the TV. We put books and plants and crystals all over it. And yeah, I just really like how this one came out, and I hope that you will too. It's just so fun, and I would totally live here. I would live here. This is so fun, and I love crystals and books, and this place is crystal and book heavy, and I collect crystals and books. We could talk about, speaking about books, I'm on my fourth book of the week. The first book I read was called The New Girl, and it's by Jessie Q Sutano. I can't remember exactly. I don't have it in front of me. But that was really good. It was a different book for me. Normally I read like sci-fi, fantasy, like kind of supernatural and dystopian apocalyptic books. And this one was kind of a murder mystery-esque book, sort of. But it was really good. I liked it. And then the second book I read was called How to Survive Your Murder. And I read that in one sitting. I read that in like a 1-2 hour sitting, and it was so good. I was legitimately screaming like my husband was trying to sleep and I'm just like, wake up, this just happened. And he's like, I'm trying to sleep. And I'm like, but you don't understand. And I finished it at like midnight, like 11:30 midnight. And I called my brother because I knew he was awake. And I was like, listen, I need to yell about this book for a minute. And he was like, go for it. And I'm yelling about it. He's like, that sounds really good. And I was like, it was really, really good. So I highly recommend those. I would give New Girl 4 out of 5 stars, and I would get How to Survive Your Murder 5 out of 5 stars. It was really good. And then the book I just read is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Drake Kristoff, because my best friend wanted me to read the series, so she bought me the entire series. And I read the first one in like less than 24 hours. And now I'm on the second one, and she's currently rereading the second one, so we're kind of doing like a read together. And it's really fun. I'm really enjoying these books. But yeah, those are the 4 books that I've read this week. I'd love to hear about what books you've read this week. If you like to read, what are you reading right now? What have you read in the last couple weeks or read this year? Leave me some suggestions down below. I'm kind of branching out a little bit. I'm still staying in YA and young adult, but I am branching out a little bit. So let me know what you think. But this is going to be the office space. So we get the jewelry making station. We get tons of crystals and crystal storage. And you can, of course, delete these crystals and put your own crystals in. But I love the way it looked with all the crystals everywhere. We get 2 cauldrons in this build. One here in this corner and then one outside. And then the jewelry making station. And then we end up putting a desk over here. The one from Werewolves, I think, is where it's from. But I really wanted a desk because it's supposed to be work from home witch, and I felt like if you're working from home you need a computer. And so I put a little desk in here so that they can like sell, maybe they sell their jewelry and their potions and their books from this computer, like on what is it called, what is the thing called in the game, like the Etsy concept thing in the Sims 4? Not Plopsy. Plopsy is the name of King Boomy's pet in Avatar. Plopsy? Is that Fluff? It's not Fluffy. It's Plopsy, right? Anyway, they can sell things from there. And then you can kind of see, as I find things, I'm kind of putting them down in here, and we're still decorating the other room also, but we're kind of moving on to the bedroom. We use this gorgeous, amazing, perfect bed from Realm of Magic. I think it works so well in here and looks so, so pretty. And then we use some of the new like shelving, display shelves as nightstands in here from the new pack. And I think that it looks really cute, and I'm really happy with that decision. I think that it worked really, really well. It has like this little drawer on the bottom that you can put stuff in if this was your nightstand. And then we cover it in crystals and familiar orbs and everything. And then we end up grabbing these like kind of firefly looking lights on the walls. We come back in here because I realized that we needed a rug, and then we go back to the bedroom again and pick a rug in here. But you can see the rugs kind of are a little bit different than the color scheme of the rest of the build, but I thought it looked really cool to have like these colorful mismatched rugs, but they still work. I think they still work really well. Like this one still has some of that purple that's in the wallpaper in the rug a little bit, like in the corners, and I just love it so much. And then here we are using the dresser from Realm of Magic as well. We end up changing the swatch to be a light wood tone so that it brings in the light wood tone we kind of use scattered throughout the rest of the apartment. And then we have these little things on the wall that we used. We use these little shelves in the other bedroom, the office, to put wand cases on. And then in here we're putting crystals and stuff on. And here I used this mirror, and I do think it works, but I kind of, when I'm working on another one of the apartments right now, and I kind of wished that I had put the werewolves one in here with the crystals on it and the plant and the moon shape. I kind of wish that I had used that one, but I forgot it existed. I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of forgot about it for a minute. But we used the Get Famous one, and then I did play test this little room, and you can get to the cauldron, you can get to the desk, you can get to the jewelry station. So this little tight office space is usable, and I really am very happy about it. So you can see here we got a laptop, and because I figured they would take it with them, like maybe they would go lay in bed with it or sit outside with it and just do their work all around their apartment. I feel like they don't, like they like to live in the whole apartment, not just like in one room. They don't like to just stay in their office to work, so they go outside. We have this beautiful big patio that kind of looks a little awkward because there was so much space on that patio, but I think that it ends up working really well. But now here we are going to do the bathroom, and again I do change the wallpaper. We're going to end up with the wallpaper from the kitchen, but we do change the wallpaper in the end to be the one from Home Chef Hustle in the like darker kind of purpley black swatch. We use that in here and in the kitchen. But here we are getting the bathtub shower combo from Growing Together, and then these sinks are also from Growing Together. And then I don't remember what mirrors we use. These ones from For Rent. They are really pretty. I thought they fit the vibe really well. And then we grab this toilet and then a shelf. We always use this shelf. I would love some more shelves like this in the game. I think that they are really, really cute. We also do end up adding the one from Tiny Living that goes in the kitchen. We do end up adding that in the kitchen. You'll see it in the screenshots, but I don't know if you'll see it in the build. I don't remember. But we add a couple of rugs in here, or maybe just one rug. I really don't remember what we use. Maybe this one we use in yellow. That's cute. Sometimes I forget what I've done. We add the Realm of Magic little painting up here with the potions. And then we do this little hallway. It's kind of hard to see because it's a very tight space and there's a lot of walls. But this rug from Realm of Magic worked really, really well. We added a bookcase and a mirror, maybe a plant. We have a thermostat. And I think that's about it for this little space. We don't really put a whole lot here because it's a really small little space, but I think that it works really well and looks really cute. We just get a painting on the wall, and I think that's about it. Now we're going to move outside, I believe, after we add this painting also into this room because I thought it needed something over here. And then here I am adding some lights. I know I use this light a lot, but it's one of the best ceiling lights in the game, like style-wise. It just fits every space really nicely, and I thought that it was really pretty in this build. But now we are working on the outside of this build, where we are going to get a picnic table. I think we use this one because it has kind of the purpley on the cushions. We get an outside cauldron. I do use the more like older looking cauldron because I thought that it being outside it might have some wear and tear on it. We do put down the crystal charging station over here on this little table, and then we add these couches, which you're gonna see that we go with the swatch for a minute, but I do end up changing it. And then we get some little cushions from Modern Luxe over here to kind of cover up the clipping from putting the two together. And then we add some rugs and some planters. Here you can see I'm like, oh, I think this swatch will be better, and it is better. It matches way better. We get some planters over here. I thought about adding a trash can to fill up some space, but then I was like, that doesn't really make any sense because we have the trash cans on the walls in the interior. So I just add planters over here, which when I was showing my brother this space, he was saying, oh, you could move the cauldron and put like planters so they can grow their magic plants over there. And I was like, buddy, look over here. I did it over here. He was so smart. I love showing my brothers my builds and my besties my builds, and they are like, this is such a good idea. And I'm like, I've already done it. It's just so cute. And I love showing off the things that I'm working on. I have a few builds in progress right now, and I am working on another one of these apartments in this building, and I just love showing my besties and my my brothers and my friends my builds because they love seeing them, and it makes me so happy because I'm really proud of them. And even before I was making YouTube videos on my builds, I was building in The Sims all the time, which is why one of the reasons I started making videos, because I'm going to be building like this anyway, so I'm, might as well make videos that I'm proud of and show off the things that I'm proud of. So if you are debating making videos on builds that you do, you should. I highly recommend it. And if you do make speed builds or want to make speed builds, let me know down below so I can follow you and see your content, because it's really fun and it can be a little hard sometimes, but like coming up with ideas that you think are new and good and can be a little tricky, but I think you can do it. And I would be amazed and happy to see what you do. But this is going to be it for the build. We're just kind of decorating the patio a little bit more with some crystals and some plants and some books. And that's about it for this build. I love you guys so, so much. If you would like to download this build, it is not on the gallery yet. I will upload it on the gallery under my ID AudynRo, AudynRo. once the entire building is done. I know you can only have 6 apartments in a building, like set to be apartments, but there is 7 in this building, I believe. So, we'll see. I am just going to upload on the gallery as residential, and then you can change it to rental residential if you would like. But that is it for this build. I love you guys so much. Please enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.